Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Maximus Black.
And Nova War.
And we're bringing you another normal game sent in by the fans on D2DGamer.com. Adam?
Yep.
Hit me with that godforsaken noise.
See it?
LinkofShadow. Starting up here in the top right position and down bottom left, we have Ryuuguu.
Ryuuguu!
Yep.
Do you know what I was referencing there?
Nope.
Okay.
It sounds very familiar, though.
Everybody else is going to get that. So I'm going to make you wait until the comments to
No, tell me now. What is it?
It's Plague-oo.
Oh, okay.
It's the Koreans can't say just
okay,
plague.
okay.
Plague-oo!
I get you. Alright.
Yeah.
PvZ here on Xel'Naga again. Oh, this map's showing up.
Reversed.
Season 4 started.
Yep.
I got some coaching today.
You did.
And
specifically in PvZ.
Yeah, exactly. And another thing that's good, Metalopolis is back on the ladder.
Absolutely. I was so excited to see that.
I didn't even know it was coming.
110%. And apparently, I guess one of the changes is just the spawning. You can only spawn cross positions now.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Good. It's good.
I agree. It was one of my favorite. It's still my favorite map to play on. I still think it's one of the most balanced maps in the freaking game. And now with those spawning positions in there, even more balanced. But yeah.
Also, they showed a lot of the new units.
Yes.
Maybe we can talk about those
that's
at some
an
point.
Entire other video.
Yeah. Maybe if you guys want to hear our thoughts about it, although I will say a lot of the units that came out seem way overpowered, but I mean, this is obviously just the beginning stages of it. There's probably going to be a lot of nurse and stuff, but anyhow, enough about that. If you guys want some videos about that, let us know in the comments below, and maybe we'll make that happen for you.
Absolutely. Now, I just witnessed Mr. Ryuuguu take over that simulator position there with his extractor. Great thing, Zerg can definitely get away with this. Obviously, because they can actually utilize it to keep their scout alive longer.
Yep.
Keeping it in there, you get some information. You can actually do some decent probe counting to see basically where the economy of the Protoss player is, and of course you can cancel and move around at some point. And if you need to get out of trouble, go back, start building it again, and save yourself the trouble of losing that scout up for a fair amount of time until, of course, there's probably a zealot and a stalker out on the field. So great scouting capabilities coming out of there, and the cyber just going down. Looking a hell of a lot like a 4-gate.
Well, I mean, he has no choice but to open like a 4-gate because that is essentially what
single simulator can do.
What he's doing to him at this point. He needs to be very careful. A lot of people make this mistake is they'll get out their first bob and then they'll go and immediately tack this, and something that's even worse than that, they'll take off 4 probes off the line and they'll start zapping away at this. That is probably the worst thing you could ever do.
Because they can just cancel
and
it.
this is exactly what I was about to start talking about. You need to really watch yourself, because if you leave Bob in this position and you get rushed by, say, a 10 pool, your ramp is wide open.
Yeah.
So you really need to kind of wait for that second unit to come out. He put his probe there, but
I was gonna say,
that's still a little risky because
risky.
2 lings right there
can get rid of
that, and then get, if at anything, all the scouting information that he would need.
No, absolutely. And we actually have a really quick excuse me. I still can never remember what the hell that's called. I still want to call it the friggin'
Twilight Council.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna get that.
You play Protoss, right?
No.
Okay.
In fact,
no, you don't. Actually,
I don't know, because that would mean I play Starcraft.
Okay. Sometimes
he's getting. That's actually really quick. I'm assuming he's going straight for charge lots or blink. I'm not sure which yet, and we're gonna find out. Against Zerg, blink or charge, both incredibly useful. And really, I would probably go for blink first if you're gonna go heavy stalker.
What's telling me about this is chances are he's going blink because he did get up that second assimilator. He is fully saturating it right away, so he is getting a decent amount of gas right now. He is going to need it because his gas has been delayed quite a bit.
Yeah.
He can't really mass out stalkers, let alone get that blink research. So you know what, Adam, I wouldn't be surprised if he did chuck down a charge, but at this point in the game, knowing a Zerg, knowing that your chances are you're going to see some roaches, blink is definitely the safer way to go. Oh, never mind. We have a Dark Shrine going up, and I did not see that at all considering how badly he was delayed on gas. and to still go ahead and get a Dark Shrine, that is some risky business.
Has he seen that there was a fast expand going down? I didn't notice if he had scouted that yet. He did not. So
he would have to assume at this point.
He can assume at this point that that's the case. And really, what that also tells him is it delays the layer, which delays detection. So getting a Dark Shrine, while kind of unconventional in a PvZ at this point, especially when your gas is delayed the way it was, is a possibility. There's a lot of spine crawlers down there, so if he did go 4-gate, he would have been screwed. And if you 4-gate a fast expanding Zerg and the first attack fails, just leave. Because you're dead. You're dead.
Yeah, you don't want to 4-gate a Zerg.
And he actually did throw down a Spore Crawler there, so he will have detection, and the range of detection on that Spore Crawler is ridiculous. I believe it's 9.
Yeah, I don't know.
I believe it's 9. Somebody in the comments can tell me if I'm right or wrong. Of course, I don't play StarCraft, so what do I know?
The range is 7.
That's the
that's
weapon.
the attack error. Okay, yeah.
I believe the range is 9.
You're probably right. Who cares? It's big. And the reason why, that's what she said.
Yeah.
And the reason why he got that Spore Crawler is because he did the Spinishua build opening. He didn't get any, yeah, we do have an Archon being morphed in. He didn't get any extractors, no gas. So what he was doing is queening up. He has, what, 3 queens out on the field right now? A bunch of spine crawlers, and he is droning heavy right now. We do have some Archons, and let me talk about this real quick. Archons are not cost effective at this stage in the game, especially against a Zerg that is just massing with spine crawlers.
Not when you're going to walk into that.
No, this is not a cost effective at all.
If you're going to run into a bunch of Zerglings, yes.
Yeah.
Splash damage, great. You get your Zealots in there, you get your Archons in there, huge damage. If you can get in behind the mineral line, Archon, very handy to get rid of those drones very quickly, but he's not getting in there because of the amount of spine crawlers.
Look at this.
Spine crawlers
Run
for days.
home. Run.
Just go home. I'm actually,
I'm
happy he's doing this, and I hope he actually goes all the way around and turns around and
what
maybe gets, or just runs into his death. And that'll help too, because melee damage gets stopped by that wonderful shield.
Wow, look at the transfusions that's going on right now.
Transfusions that are happening. The Zerglings are going out there to hold the Zealots off. That one Zealot unfortunately going down. And that's all.
Oh, look, he's even getting angry.
So, yes, he's getting angry about a wall. Why? Okay, so when you're a Protoss and you go down and you see this, just go back home, expand, and protect yourself. If you've gone so far up the tech tree that you can get DT in a high temp, you're good. Just go home, get your high temp, expand. If you need to get into your Archons, you can, because they're very effective at tier 1 units against Zerg
Look at his
units.
macro right now. It's garbage.
It's not great. He's microing very heavy right now. Well, we know what's happening. He's angry.
Death.
He's angry.
Yeah, he's frustrated.
He's trying to get in there and do as much damage as he possibly can.
Great proxy pylon placement.
That's a bit of a distance. I'm really trying to be nice right now.
No, I'm not. That was terrible.
I'm trying.
As soon as you've seen 50,000 spine crawlers, you turn your ass around.
Those stalkers not doing it.
Or you just leave, either one. Because, I mean, he got caught. He teched up to DT, which he didn't use. He got it for one Archon. You did all that tech. You did all of that tech. The Twilight Council, the Dark Shrine, the 2 high temps, the morphing of it for one Archon. Uno. That's it. Links around.
If you're going to get Archons against Zerg or even against Terran, forget Stalkers, save your gas for the Archons, get Charge Lots. And that combination against small groups of enemies, especially the first couple of tiers in both Zerg and Terran, are incredibly effective, but this is going to happen to your Stalkers.
Yeah.
If you're not going to get charged, get Blink, because this will happen. There goes a solid 600-700 minerals and a whack of gas, and all LinkofShadow has done now is put himself in a bad. And Zerg wonder why they could call. You know, I honestly haven't seen that very much. I don't think still on 1 base. 10 Zerg is on 2. Your first push has failed. Now he's falling back on a couple of DTs, which really against that giant wall defense with the Spore Crawler. No money. Well, you'd have some money if you didn't keep building units for no reason. And Zerg, okay, you know what? I'm not going to talk about him. I'm going to talk about what the Zerg's doing right.
Yeah.
He's sitting there. He's done what he needed to do. He's got his wall up, which Protoss can also do the same thing. You can one gate expand, put a giant wall, makes it very hard for Zerg to get into your base to do any damage. This is basically the same thing except with spine crawlers because they're very cost effective and makes it makes it easier for Zerg to defend. Because in the beginning of the game, Zerg units versus Protoss units, GG for Zerg.
Yep.
So it makes it a pretty easy decision.
It's really all about positioning. If you get caught off position, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
But Protoss with a couple of zealots and some nice sentry play, very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous.
In fact, against Zerg, most times I wouldn't even really get stalkers unless you know that he's getting roaches.
Absolutely.
Because at that point, just zealot and sentries will win you the game.
And boom, there we go, getting another big surround on all these units. They're going down very, very quickly, of course. Man,
he is just angry.
Well, yeah, he's just mad at the world right now.
I am 4 times better. That is very, very specific.
He really thought that out. Like,
that's very, very specific.
I'm actually 4 times
not
better
3, not 5.
4.
4. And to be 4 times better than somebody, you gotta be... I would assume that you'd be in a different league. Possibly 2 or 3 leagues higher.
Or 4.
Or 4 leagues higher.
I have nothing witty.
No, I have nothing witty to say. I actually just want to say that LinkofShadows did a great job in this game.
Oh,
he did great. I don't actually have a lot to say against him.
LinkofShadows? What?
Oh, not LinkofShadows. Sorry. Ryuuguu.
No, LinkofShadow shit the bed.
Ryuuguu.
Ryu did great.
I'm just gonna call him Ryu, like Ryu Hayabusa.
Yeah,
that's not the right Ryu.
Whatever.
But
it works.
Great Ryu. Phenomenal.
Very good.
Ryu. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a whole lot to say against the Zerg player. He actually did quite well. Macro, not phenomenal. Didn't tech up a whole lot, but as it turns out, didn't really need to because the Protoss was beating himself. Not that way.
Well, okay.
But he was defeating himself.
There you go.
There, I can clean that up for you.
I beat myself.
Late at night? Mm-hmm. So, Ryu, at the end of the day, epic dragon punching LinkofShadows right in the taint. Taking it home. Mr. Maxis Black, just to wrap it up.
Yeah.
I want you to give me your best Shoryuken.
Shoryuken!